morning. I'm Susan Johnson Cook. I am the CEO and founder of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce, and we are delighted and excited and ignited. Today is our official launch. We heard a kind of sorry debate the other night, but there's no debate here that Black women-owned businesses are booming. And so from a boomer to you, we want to let you know that in the last year, the rate grew from 4% in 72 to 42% of the businesses in America are owned by women. 78% of that are Black women-owned businesses. And so we are excited as we open today National Women's Small Business Month, but there's nothing small about the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. We are 100 strong. We are launching today, but we have done pre-launch activities. We had 7 conversations with sister CEOs. We have 25 new Black women-owned distributorships with EBW and partnerships. We are here, we are serious, and we are open for business. So you know the first Black woman that is noted in terms of owning a business was Madam C.J. Walker. Well, now from Madam C.J. to Ambassador Sue.J. and the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce, we are here, we are ready to reopen our communities. We are gonna sustain, we're gonna scale, we're gonna create businesses because we know that we are the hands that not only rock the cradle, but we build the cradles and we're gonna rock the world. So today I am so delighted to have with me some of the women. Not all could be here because some are running their businesses, but we are so delighted to have with us some of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. Will you greet us this morning with your ashe? These are some of the women. We go from culinary chefs to publishers to faithpreneurs to conglomerate owners. We are here and we're ready to begin. So there is no debate that Black women-owned businesses are in business, and the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce officially opens today, October 1st, in the year of our Lord 2020. Thank you so much for joining us. New York One, we want to thank you for giving us a shout out. The Afro, we're on your website, and we want to thank Don Cito of the Investors Business Daily and from the Florida Times. We want to thank all of you for your pre-coverage, and we're going to be joined by Adrian Council of the Positive Community and others. We want to thank you for giving us a shout out, for giving us coverage, but we are here. So we want you to hear from some of the dynamic women who have begun, who have joined us, who are part of this wonderful organization. We have a dynamic founding board, but we want to introduce to you one of our Gen Zers / millennials, who's probably our newest business owner. We're going to hear today from Natalie Jenkins, who's the owner of Straight Jink, and she's going to share why she wants to be part of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. Natalie, take it away.
All right. Hi, everyone. Good morning. I am a very new business owner. I launched my company, Strategink, at the end of last year and started accepting clients this past January. So I was so excited to hear about the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce and to be connected to such a vibrant group of women who are so passionate about the work that they do. So I'm just excited to be able to learn from people who are seasoned in their walks in business, and to also contribute what I can to this awesome group. So I've been learning a lot so far. It's been so cool to hear about all the incredible things that people who look like me are doing in the world today. So that's why I joined, and that's why I'm staying.
Well, we're glad to have you. She does marketing and social media, and we're going to use our businesses, and she's already contributed, helping us with press and media outlets in the DMV area. So we want to thank you. She said that we are vibrant, but not only are we vibrant, we are vivacious and we are vital. We're not only seasoned, but we're also savvy. And so we want you to meet one of our seasoned entrepreneurs who's a founding member of our board. I want you to meet Linda Pringle Evans, who's not only a board member, but she's also on the EBW, standing for Empowering a Billion Women. She's the Dean, come on, somebody say Dean of International Studies and Business. Linda, will you greet us this morning on behalf of Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce and the members of the board?
Oh, Definitely. Thank you, Ambassador, and welcome all you beautiful women. I am so thrilled to be here with you. I'm so excited about our new journey together, helping more women, Black women thrive, create this intergenerational wealth that we are going to change the world with. So on behalf of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce and also Empowering a Billion Women, being the Dean of Education with Ingrid and the team from EBW and all of you. We're going to make a difference, ladies. We're going to change the world. Our voices are going to be heard. We are going to be successful. We're not just going to succeed. We are going to thrive. We're going to make changes that no one has ever seen before. It's our time. It is our mission. We have been given this opportunity. So now is the time to take full authority of who you are, who you have been created to be, because we have been given by the Almighty His strength, His power. He created us for this time and this season. So let's go forth together, united. Thank you.
And thank you, Linda. It's our time, it's our season. And in the midst of all the pandemics, we certainly have a COVID pandemic, and we are creating businesses in the midst of COVID. So we have the courage to take COVID on. But in the midst of this racial pandemic that's happening, in the midst of all this racial trouble, we partnered together with a corporate body, Empowering a Billion Women, who said, let's come together. Let's create 25 new Black women-owned distributorships. So in the midst of COVID, we have been creating. We are a collective that creates, that collaborates, that connects. And so I want you to see someone we're collaborating with. I want to introduce to you this morning, introduce to some and present to others, Ingrid Vanderbilt, who is the visionary and the founder of Empowering a Billion Women. Take it away, Ingrid, unmute yourself. Yes.
Well, hi, good morning. And I love everybody's doing this. We learned from our women who are hard of hearing that this is how they say thank you and congratulations. So congratulations, Ambassador Sujay, my sister, just in life, in business. Linda, listening to you, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited too. And we've got Cynthia Barnes here, who is the Senior Vice President of Education and HR. I don't know if Shirley's on here, just a number of us that are here. Natalie, congratulations to you, by the way. That was just an amazing move on your part to get going, coming right out of the gates and join the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. Congratulations to you. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for extending the invitation to allow me and allow us to join you and lock arms together so that in unity we can grow and thrive together. And I'll just mention one quick story that all of this, in terms of how we continue to really look at what else can we do together, that came out of a phone call that I initially had with Linda and Shirley after actually the George Floyd incident. I called them and I said, what can we do? And ideas started birthing there. And Linda said, we are no longer staying silent. We've got to do more. And I called Sujay, again, my sister. And you all, I'm just going to say this because not only is it an amazing, inspiring story, but it's a lesson for all of us, because I will never, ever, ever forget what she said. She said, you know what, Ivy, my nickname, she said, if you were a media person, I said to Sujay, what can we do? And Sujay said, Ivy, if you were a media person, I'd be asking you one thing. And she said, but you're not. If you were a policy person, I'd be asking you another thing, but you're not. She said, you are a businesswoman. And she said, and because you're a businesswoman, support us, do business with us. Let's work together. And as I listen to Sujay, I'm thinking to myself, I used to be the entrepreneur in residence of Dell Technologies. And what's always going through my mind is, okay, budget, right? And I'm like, I'm not Dell Technologies, but I have something. We can do something, and we can get creative, and we can show that as we grow together and as we close the wealth gap together, and we invest and apply our resources, our time, our energy, our resources to doing the things that are important, again, locking arms together and saying, how can we together thrive and succeed and move forward. And it was out of that conversation that all of this and these 25 women, these new EBW Cares distributors was birthed. And so in that, I just want to say thank you again for the invitation to be part of you, to sit at your table, to collaborate and love with you and do business with you. Sujay, I love you, sister. Linda, Shirley, Cynthia, I'm so excited about this journey together, and I just could not be more thrilled. There is no better time than now for everything that you stand for and we stand for together. So I'm thrilled to do this with you, and thank you so much for having me. God bless.
Thank you for accepting my invitation to do business with us. And we want to just say we invite all the corporations. You know, when people were running for president, everyone talked about closing the wealth gap. Well, now you have an opportunity to really do that, to put your money where your mouth is. And so we believe that action speaks louder than words, and cash can spend all over the world. So we invite all corporations to take on the challenge. This is a time for Black women-owned businesses to thrive. We don't want to just survive. We don't want Oprah to be the only billionaires. We want to make multi-billionairesses. We're not only going to close the wealth gap, but we want to create intergenerational wealth. We're not going to be another generation that says we're broke, busted, and disgusted. No, we're going to thrive, and we're going to not only survive. And so we're going places, but we want to have partners who want to go with us. Invest in us, and you will get a return on your investment. How many here are new distributors for PPE equipment? Who has gone through the training? How many, just show us by your hands, have gone through the training? We'll continue to go through that. So we call it SHE for PPE. There's so many cities and states that need PPE equipment now. Well, now you can buy your PPE from a SHE. And one of the SHEs is part of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. So we invite you to collaborate with us, to partner. We say we are a collective, a consortium, a coalition of women, Black women who want to connect, collaborate, create, sustain, and scale businesses so that we can go from where we were to where you want us to be. So we want to get the government contracts. We want to get the corporate contracts. And so this is a time for us to come together and do it. I'm a third generation Black woman business owner. My mother ran the longest running family business in Bronx, New York, Johnson Security Bureau, which is now in its 58th year. Her mother was a stylist, and now I'm the owner of Charisma Speakers. So we don't want to just be the ones who benefit from what our ancestors did. We want to blaze the trail so that there are 4 and 5 and 6 generations of Black women business owners. So today is the day that we begin that process. We want to thank you for joining us. If there are any press that are with us, again, we want to thank New York One, the Baltimore Afro, Investors Business Daily, and the Jacksonville Flat Times Union for already covering us. If there is anyone from the press at this time, I believe Adrian Council was going to try to join us, but if there are any members of the press at this time, if you can put your name in the chat box, and Angela Sims, who's our very capable Zoomologist and producer, will let us know. Angela, do we have anyone ready to ask a question at this time? Not at this time. So what we want to do is continue this press conference. And what we want to just say is that there is no debate that Black women-owned businesses are open for business. We're ready for business, and we're ready to go forward with you and with one another. So we invite you to continue to know that our website is globalblackwomencc.org. You can become a member, you can join with us, you can become a sponsor or a donor. And if you go to globalblackwomencc.org, all of that information is there. We're available to talk with you Tuesday through Friday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. We have office hours, and we'll be ready to receive you. But you can also reach us at CEO@GBWCC.org. That's our mailing address, our email address, CEO@GBWCC.org. We are delighted that you have joined us today. We are thankful for all of those who are present. And again, we know that many are not present because they are running their businesses, but we are ready, we are willing, we are able, and we are going forward. You know, finally, as we close, Helen Reddy passed yesterday, and we certainly miss her presence, but she had a song that started out, I am woman, hear me roar. And I would add to that, there are too many of us to ignore. We are women, and hear us roar. We're too many for you to ignore. We're ready, we're willing, we're able, and we are available. Thank you so much for joining us. This has been Susan Johnson Cook, CEO and founder of the Global Black Women's Chamber of Commerce. And if you just open everybody's mic, we just want to say thank you for joining us. Can you join together with me and say welcome to GBWCC?
Welcome.
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 Yay.
Yes.
Thanks.
Woo!